Bob here. Welcome to Static Stretches for Seniors. Static stretches are the stretches that you do very soon after your workout. You will think about the muscles that you worked during your workout, and then you'll come up with a stretch for each of those muscle families, and you'll hold the position that will allow your muscle fibers to be extended or stretched for up to 2 minutes. Because most of us, when we don't stretch statically after our workout, we usually feel a little sore, or sometimes we've got pain in our muscles the following day. You won't have that happen to you if you stretch statically soon after your workout. So I have an exercise that will stretch your neck muscles. I have one for your shoulder joint. I have one for the muscles in your hips, one for the muscles that support your knee, and one for the muscles in your feet. Let's start with the neck. You have over 20 muscles in your neck. They begin at the base of your skull and go right down to your collarbone. They help you move your head in different directions, and they help you chew your food, swallow your food, and even breathe. So let's try the family of neck stretches statically. Of course, for this video, we're not going to hold each position for 2 minutes, but I'll give you a sense of what you do with your head, at least. So take your hand, say it's this one, and put it over top of your head, and then gently pull your head toward your shoulder. Gently. Allow this side of your neck to stretch. And you hold it there for up to 2 minutes. You can do this exercise anywhere, so there's no excuse. Okay, and then when you are ready to do the other side, you gently let your head come back into neutral. Hand over top, pull the head down to the shoulder. Sit up straight and breathe naturally through the nose, in, out through the mouth, as you sit here for 120 seconds. Have you got that long? Okay, and then when you're ready, you let go and bring your head into neutral. Take the palm of one hand or both hands and put them underneath your chin and gently push up as you look to the heavens. You should feel that in the back of your neck. Remember, you're breathing naturally in through the nose, slowly, and exhale through the mouth. When you think your 2 minutes is up, just let go, bring your head into neutral, put your hands behind your head, and bring your chin to your chest and look down, pulling your head down and in. Through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Good, and then your 2 minutes is up. Take your hand and put it on your face. Hold it there. You might want to lift your elbow up and push your head into your hand and push your hand into your head. Let's try this isometric stretch for the neck. Do you have to know what the 20 muscles are? No. Do you have to remember that there's 20? No. You just have to remember to stretch your neck. Remember, your head is connected to your collarbone. There's a spine going down the back too. Relax. And the last one, here we go. Push in with the hand and push the other way with your head. Sit up straight. Keep breathing. Try to exhale twice as long as you inhaled. Two minutes is up. Your shoulders, or your shoulder, is the most mobile joint in your body. It's got a lot of bones, ligaments, muscles, and tendons, giving it that power to have your arms move in all kinds of directions. And if you're a person that repeats a certain movement, such as, say, a tennis player or a golfer or a gardener or a swimmer, you repeat a certain arm movement over and over again, your muscles in your shoulder are susceptible to tears, inflammations, all kinds of damage. So this exercise, this stretch, is a snap. You just take one arm and bring it across your body and keep it straight. Okay? Take the other arm and bring it between your elbow and your shoulder. And I like to hook it in there and then pull my shoulder in as I keep my arm straight. So this might not be as beneficial as this one. So those tendons, 4 tendons, 4 bones, 4 muscles that make your rotator cuff so powerful. And of course you have a rotator cuff ball and socket joint on both sides of your body, so you got to do both sides, right? And you would hold it like this, whether you're standing up, sitting down. And remember to breathe naturally. Try to relax and enjoy whatever you're looking at or listening to. Remember, 2 minutes. And then take the other arm, bring it across, hook this one between the elbow and the shoulder. Keep this one straight if you can. And pull it in, this one here. The one that's doing the hooking. Pull it in. So is it important that you remember all that stuff about your rotator cuffs and your shoulder and all that? No. No. Just do the stretch. And 2 minutes isn't that long when you're practicing your deep breathing or listening to the birds in your backyard or looking for beautiful flowers, the different colors in the trees. 2 minutes goes by just like that. And boy, oh boy, you'll have no problems with your shoulders. And the hips is where all the action is. On the back, you have Grand Central Station when it comes to your spine. Your vagus nerve that goes from your brain through your body, through your organs like your heart and your lungs and your digestive system, meets up with the sciatic nerve that is in your hips, going down in an arch like this, going down both legs to the bottom of your feet. They meet up right here in your hips. And so there's so many exercises you can do for strong hips and, of course, for strength and flexibility and range of motion. You need to stretch your hips by doing one of the stretches that are out there. So let's just do the figure 4. I'm going to just sit in a chair, sitting up nice and tall. I'm going to bring one leg over top of the other so it's above the bottom knee. I'm going to grab a hold of my ankle, bring it up, and grab my knee like it's a baby, and this is the head of the baby. Cuddle it with that arm and pull it right into my body. Let's get the leg in as close as we can to the chest. And sit up straight and breathe naturally and deeply while you're pulling in and holding for 2 minutes. Now, what's it doing? Well, it's doing lots of things, because your hips are healthy when your bum muscles are healthy, when your abs at the front are healthy, when your back muscles in your low back and along the sides of your body are healthy, when your core muscles deep inside your body close to your spine, like your transverse abdominis and your multifidi, your diaphragm is involved here. Keep pulling in there. Remember, 120 seconds. So there's so much going on in your hip area that there's lots of stretches you can do. If you can't think of a stretch to do, you've done sort of like a general workout and you're not sure what muscle groups you would like to stretch, just choose something for the hips, like the figure 4. See, when you pull it in like this, you're stretching everything on this side of your hip. If you try to flatten your lower leg out so that your ankle's up and your knee is down, you even attack the health of the piriformis muscle, which needs to be healthy. Trying to get your leg straight like that as you pull in. So much to do in the hips, but this is called the figure 4. Your legs kind of make a 4. You can do this lying down, you can do it standing up. Why not sit down and do it, and sit up straight, and don't forget the breath. And after 2 minutes, you have another leg and another side. So don't just do one side. Well, we're at the knees, and the knees are the largest joint in your body. They're a hinge joint, which means forward and back. They don't like to twist too much. Let the hips do the twisting. Anyway, not only are they the largest, but they're the weakest. Structurally, they don't have the support like the hips and the shoulders do. So you got to be very careful. You got to make sure you keep them strong. Now, I thought I was careful. Do all the right things, I think. But when you know it, I think it was about 10 years ago when I wore the wrong shoes on an icy day and my knee twisted and twisted while I slid around on the ice. Didn't think much of it until the next day. Now, I don't know if I stretched after that ice adventure or not, but my knee and the one side here, this is my left side, was killing me. Eventually, after a few years, I had to have the meniscus tissue around the kneecap trimmed. That wasn't so bad, but then I had to have the whole knee replaced. And I'm just getting over that now. I can almost use my leg the way I could before the replacement. Anyway, did I ever stop exercising? No. Did I ever stop doing things the right way? I hope not. So what we're going to do is, again, we're going to work our quads, our hamstrings, our butt and our hips, and our ankles and our lower legs, like almost everything, because we want to make sure our knees are stretched properly, because when we move, we use the knees, unless we're just sitting here moving our arms like this. Pretty much any movement involves the knees. So here's my favorite all-time stretch for the knees. What are you stretching? Don't worry about it. Just get up off your chair and pretend your chair is behind you and you're going to sit in it, but you're not. You're just going to come down. Where is it? Where's the seat? Right there. And I'm going to sit here and hold it for 2 minutes. Notice my back from my head down to my tailbone is pretty much straight, even though it's on an angle. I'm not rounding it like this. I'm not sucking my stomach in and rounding my back. No, I'm keeping my back pretty straight. I'm resting. Maybe I'm putting my hands or my arms, my forearms, on my legs, but I'm keeping them away from my knees. I'm on the quads. Or maybe I'm holding my hamstrings or my butt or the chair. But at least I'm in this position. Now we have some young people living in our neighborhood who like loud mufflers. Yeah. So I'm holding it for 2 minutes. I have 2 legs, but I can do this exercise and I only have to do it once. But I have to hold it for 120 seconds. So I either talk to somebody, I listen, I look, but keep your back nice and straight, like that, okay? And then, after 120 seconds, you're all done the static stretch. Well, have you walked your 10,000 steps today? Did you have the right shoes on? Are you going out dancing tonight? Do you need some platform shoes so you can be taller? You want to look in style. Well, a lot of us spend most of our waking hours on our feet, so they better be in good shape. We need to stretch all the muscles in our lower leg and in our foot, especially the muscles in our ankle area. So I'm going to ask you to sit down to do this. Lift one leg up so that the leg is straight, not locked at the knee, just a good straight leg. And then bring your toes to your nose. In other words, point your toes to your nose. And you'll feel that tightness happen in the back of your lower leg and maybe a little bit of sensation in the front where your soleus muscle is. S-O-L-E-U-S, your soleus muscle, near the shins. And hold it there while you sit and maybe read some interesting news. Hopefully it's positive. For 120 seconds. Now, if you think, well, maybe I can hold it for 60. Let's just suppose 60 seconds is up. I want you to point your toe, lift your lift your heel up and point your toe. My leg is still straight. So this is a point, this is a flex. We're trying to stretch or extend the muscles in our lower leg and foot. So we're doing point and flex. Lots of muscles down there. And ligaments and tendons too, and connective tissue. So let's just suppose that was 120 seconds. Now, I'm going to do the other leg, except this time I'm going to turn my foot in. So my leg is still straight, my foot is turned in. 120 seconds in that position. And then when I'm done, 120 seconds turning it out. Okay? Should you point and flex? Sure. So if you think, oh, no, I haven't got time to do all this, maybe this 120 seconds, maybe what I'll do here is I'll do both legs at the same time. So lift them up, keep them straight, and then maybe point. If you can't do 120, can you do 60? And then 60 with the flex? And then 60 with the toes out, and 60 with the heels out, both legs at the same time. It's that important. Before we sign off, I just wanted you to know that it's important to do your static stretches after your workout. And if you don't work out too hard, well, then maybe you don't use as many muscles as you would like. But you still need to do it. You still need to do a static 2-minute hold stretch for at least some part of your body. Okay, good luck.